One person who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent.
He would do a lot of foul shit, like behind the scenes. He would do some foul shit, like.
Did he do it right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now, and then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
Day 5 of the trial was supposed to be another round of Cassie on the stand, and Diddy trying to play it cool in his tailored suit until 50 Cent entered the scene, which made Diddy shake in his boots. Because this man has been exposing Diddy's heinous deeds long before anyone else had the guts to speak up. And now that everything has come to light, 50 Cent has become more daring than ever.
50 Cent just posted a picture of Sean Diddy Combs' jury selection. It's a bunch of hymns. And he wrote the caption, "I'm not sure if this is fair, but don't worry, be happy." He's a fool. 50, you out of control for that. Then he goes on and posts this picture. Your Honor, this theory of Cassie kicking Diddy's ass, I'm not buying it.
When 50 walked in, this wasn't just a celebrity popping in. This was a statement. 50 wasn't there to troll from the sidelines anymore. He sat down, arms folded, eyes fixed on Diddy like he'd just spotted a ghost that owed him answers. 50 has made it clear he's watched this industry protect the wrong people for far too long, and he's always stood against that. Just like he's doing now by backing Cassie in her fight against Diddy. He might not say it out loud, but his actions speak for him. She's not standing alone now, not while I'm here. His support also gave Cassie some serious courage to speak up and reveal everything.
She said the freak-offs included as many as 4 male escorts at once and typically lasted 36 to 72 hours. The longest, she said, the longest freak-off that she says she was forced to perform in lasted 4 days. She said they took place around the world, from New York to Miami to Spain to even Turks and Caicos. And at every stop, Cassie said the hotel rooms were stocked by Diddy's staff with baby oil.
Long before the courtroom, 50 was already dropping clues nicknaming Diddy Fruity and the guy in the hallway like he'd been onto him from day one.
The nigga Puff was like, first he was amping him to get stout. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, why don't we go shopping or some shit? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. You heard what he just said, right? He's like, certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. Like they would look, like he would say stuff, and it's like he wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway. Now you see so much shit that you go, wait. No, this was visible.
He was in the hallway. We saw the video. We saw that video.
It comes out later. You're like, that's not the closet. That's the hallway.
This time, he didn't just show up. He brought receipts. Old phone records, sketchy photos, even a bodyguard's statement that hinted at what really went down at Diddy's infamous parties. 50 said what so many whispered. People knew something was off, but Diddy had power, and fear kept mouths shut. Well, not anymore. According to insiders, 50 Cent is now allegedly backing a full-blown independent investigation, real investigators, real digging. No PR stunt, just a man finally saying enough. 50 Cent has gone all out as he is posting AI-generated videos of Diddy sleeping in prison and riding a motorcycle with Epstein. On top of that, some reports say that 50 has shared his findings with Cassie's team to help her. And when Diddy's lawyers got to know this, they panicked, called it a media stunt, but even they looked shaken. Inside the courtroom, Diddy looked like he hadn't slept. His fingers were twitching, his jaw was clenched, and breathing heavily. When the court resumed, Cassie returned to the stand, but this time, whole different energy, confident, collected, like someone who knew the tide had turned. She confirmed she'd shared info with 50's team messages, timelines, recordings. And yes, more witnesses had come forward since his public backing. "I'm not scared anymore," she said, eyes locked on the jury.
This morning, Cassie Ventura, the government's star witness, will return to the stand. During yesterday's proceedings, she was very emotional at times, wiping away tears as she described the freak-offs, giving graphic details about the sessions, how they would begin with baby oil, then move on to other activities, then eventually intercourse, as Sean Combs sat in the corner and watched. She said she hated doing these freak-offs and had to be on drugs for every single session.
She didn't just testify, she called the room out, described Diddy's twisted rules, where to stand, who to speak to, when to leave, said he once locked her in a guest house for 2 days over a text. "He said I embarrassed him," she recalled, "said I was his property." The gallery went still, Diddy's eyes burning holes through her, but Cassie didn't flinch. And when she looked out at the room and said, "I know some of you in here have seen what he's done. I hope you say something too," you could hear a pin drop. The silence broke. One juror leaned forward. Another started writing furiously. Even the quiet ones were now fully tuned in. This wasn't just Cassie versus Diddy anymore. It was Cassie, 50 Cent, and a tidal wave of broken silence slamming into Diddy's once untouchable empire. By the second half of day 5, the man once seen as untouchable wasn't even taking notes. He was whispering to lawyers, face buried in his hands. Sketch artists captured him slumped at the defense table, not the mogul people knew, but someone watching his empire slip away. After hearing the disturbing details of the freak-offs from Cassie, even Diddy's daughters decided to walk out of the courtroom because they could not hear anymore.
Sean Combs was interacting with his defense counsel a lot while Cassie was on the stand, jotting down notes and passing them to his attorneys. Inside the courtroom, members of his family. We do have some video of them leaving court.
Back in court, Cassie returned to the stand, and this time, her testimony dug deeper. She calmly described what she called Diddy's control structure. Her schedule was fully managed. She needed permission to travel. Even casual conversations with other artists raised red flags. "If I laughed at someone's joke, I'd hear about it later," she said. One time, he said I was an embarrassment, that I needed to remember who made me. Then came the shift. Cassie's team introduced an old audio clip with the judge's permission. It wasn't explosive shouting, but it was enough. A recorded conversation, Diddy's voice firm, saying, "Don't test me, Cass, you know how this works."
While Cassie was on the stand, she testified that she did hate those freak-offs, needed to be on drugs. She described what took place during those sessions. She also testified that Combs first proposed the freak-offs after he began her. After the first time, she said, "I was high, so there was not much feeling, a mixture of dirty and confusion. I was humiliated." She also said the freak-offs were very choreographed. They happened in hotel rooms around the world, New York City, Atlanta, LA, Miami, Turks and Caicos, as well as Ibiza.
There was no outburst from Diddy, no drama, but his face said enough. Pale, quiet, visibly shaken. The courtroom grew tense. The next moment added even more weight. Cassie detailed a 2018 trip to Miami. She claimed she was locked inside a guest house for over a day after a disagreement. "It was his way of punishing me," she said, "of reminding me who had control." Diddy didn't react loudly, but he couldn't hide the discomfort. His posture shifted, leg bouncing, hand covering his mouth. She locked eyes with the jury and said, "I stayed quiet because I thought no one would believe me, but I'm not scared anymore." You could feel the weight of that line. Reporters didn't even leave their seats. Sketch artists captured the quiet tension. Jurors scribbled more than ever. By the end of that day, the tone had changed completely. Diddy's legal team looked strained, the jury looked engaged, and Cassie looked like a woman being heard. By now, Cassie's testimony had gone viral not just because of what she said, but because of how wild it all sounded. One detail in particular left people speechless. She said Diddy once asked her to get into a hotel room inflatable pool filled with baby oil. And yes, she did it. Not because she wanted to, but because she knew there would be consequences. She said, "If Sean wanted it to happen, it was going to happen." That's when 50 Cent jumped in, and he did not hold back. He posted a carousel on Instagram with a sketch of Cassie on the witness stand, plus 2 AI-generated pics of Diddy sitting in a baby oil-filled kiddie pool. The caption? "Damn, he did all that to go out like this. This is crazier than regular crazy." And honestly, that post went harder than some opening statements. This wasn't even 50's first jab. Back in 2024, when it was revealed that Diddy allegedly hoarded over 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his Miami and LA homes, 50 clowned him again. This time after his guest appearance on the Drew Barrymore show, he posted a pic of him and Drew writing, "Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house." Fans lost it. The man really said what everyone was thinking, and said it loud. One thing's for sure, 50 Cent didn't just show up for Cassie. He showed up to shake the whole system. He's not backing down, and neither are we. We are going to keep you updated with everything you need to know about this trial. So hit that subscribe button, because if 50 keeps dropping bombs, we'll be right here breaking them down, one by one. Stay tuned, the show's just getting started.